What if history isn't as clear as we think it is? What if some of the greatest events and artifacts of the past are shrouded in mystery, with questions that still remain unanswered? In this video, we're diving into the top 10 historical mysteries. Stories that challenge historians, spark debate, and keep us guessing even today. Let's begin with number 10. On the 10th spot, we have the Nazca Lines, an ancient mystery etched into the desert plains of Peru. These massive geoglyphs, some stretching over 1,200 feet, depict animals, plants, and geometric patterns, yet they can only be fully appreciated from the sky. A puzzling feat considering they were created over 2,000 years ago, long before the advent of flight. The Nazca people are credited with their construction, but the purpose behind these intricate designs remains unknown. Some suggest they were used for astronomical observations, aligning with the stars and celestial events. Others believe they held a religious significance, perhaps created to communicate with deities watching from above. And of course, there's the more speculative theory involving extraterrestrials lending a helping hand. Despite extensive research, archaeologists and historians are still unsure how the Nazca managed such precise designs on such a grand scale. The tools, techniques, and motivations behind the Nazca Lines are a mystery that continues to intrigue and inspire countless theories. Now let's move to the 9th spot, where another historical enigma awaits. On the 9th spot, we have the Tunguska Event, one of the most baffling mysteries in modern history. On June 30, 1908, a massive explosion flattened over 800 square miles of Siberian forest, yet no crater or definitive evidence of its cause was ever found. Witnesses reported a fireball streaking across the sky, followed by a blinding flash and a shockwave so strong it knocked people off their feet hundreds of miles away. The event released energy equivalent to 15 megatons of TNT, 1,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Scientists believe it was caused by a comet or meteoroid exploding mid-air before hitting the ground, but no fragments or clear traces of such an object have been discovered. Other theories range from volcanic gas eruptions to more fantastical ideas like a natural nuclear explosion or even extraterrestrial involvement. More than a century later, the Tunguska Event remains a mystery. Its impact on the remote Siberian wilderness leaves us with questions about what might have happened if such an explosion had occurred over a populated area. Next, let's move to the 8th spot, where an unsolved disappearance continues to baffle historians. On the 8th spot, we have the disappearance of the Roanoke colony, one of America's earliest and most enduring mysteries. In 1587, over 100 settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina, to establish an English colony. Led by John White, they hoped to build a new life in the New World. However, when White returned from a supply trip to England 3 years later, he found the colony completely deserted. The settlers had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only the word Croton carved into a wooden post and CRO etched into a tree. These cryptic markings have fueled endless speculation about their fate. Some believe they assimilated with a nearby Croatan Native American tribe, while others suggest they were wiped out by disease, starvation, or conflict with other tribes. More sinister theories propose that the settlers met their end at the hands of Spanish forces or were victims of supernatural forces. Despite archaeological digs and extensive research, no definitive evidence has ever been found to explain what happened to the lost colony. The Roanoke disappearance is a haunting reminder of the fragility of early colonial efforts and continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and storytellers alike. Now, let's move to the 7th spot, where an ancient artifact leaves us questioning the technological capabilities of the past. On the 7th spot, we have the Antikythera Mechanism, an ancient Greek artifact that has baffled scientists and historians for over a century. Discovered in 1901 among the wreckage of a Roman-era ship near the Greek island of Antikythera, this intricate device is often referred to as the world's first analog computer. Composed of bronze gears and dials, the mechanism dates back to around 150 to 100 BCE. Its complexity is astonishing. It could calculate celestial events, such as eclipses and planetary movements, with remarkable precision. What's even more intriguing is that no similar technology appeared again until over 1,000 years later. How the ancient Greeks managed to create such an advanced instrument remains a mystery. Some suggest it was the work of a lone genius like Archimedes, while others believe it was part of a broader but now lost technological tradition. The purpose of the mechanism is also debated. Was it used for navigation, astrology, or perhaps as an educational tool for elite scholars? X-ray imaging has revealed additional inscriptions and components, shedding light on its workings but deepening the mystery of its origins and the people who made it. The Antikythera Mechanism challenges our understanding of ancient innovation and raises the question: how much knowledge from the past has been lost to history? Now let's move to the sixth spot, where another perplexing enigma continues to spark endless theories. On the sixth spot, we have the Voynich Manuscript, often called the world's most mysterious book. Discovered in the early 20th century by a rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich, this enigmatic manuscript has puzzled linguists, cryptographers, and historians ever since. Written in an unknown language or code and accompanied by strange, unidentifiable illustrations, the manuscript is believed to date back to the 15th century. Its pages are filled with peculiar plants, celestial diagrams, and what appear to be alchemical recipes, yet none of these have been definitively identified. Despite numerous attempts to decipher its text, including efforts by top cryptologists and AI algorithms, no one has been able to crack its code. Some believe it's a medical or botanical guide, while others argue it could be an elaborate hoax. There's even speculation that it might be a work of art or a creative expression with no real meaning. Adding to the mystery is the question of its origin. Some theories suggest it was created by a secretive scholar, while others point to figures like Roger Bacon or even Leonardo da Vinci. Despite its unknown purpose, the manuscript's intricate design and consistent writing style suggest it was a labor of great effort and skill. The Voynich Manuscript continues to fascinate and frustrate, reminding us of the limits of our understanding of the past. Now, let's move on to the fifth spot, where another ancient mystery challenges our perception of the natural world. On the fifth spot, we have the Mary Celeste, a ship whose mysterious fate has intrigued maritime historians for over a century. In December 1872, the Mary Celeste was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, completely intact but without a single crew member on board. The ship's cargo of alcohol was untouched, the crew's personal belongings were still in place, and there were no signs of struggle or violence. Even the lifeboat was missing, suggesting the crew had abandoned the ship for reasons unknown. However, there was no indication of an immediate threat, like a storm or pirate attack, that could explain their sudden departure. Theories about what happened range from plausible to bizarre. Some suggest a sudden waterspout or an explosion caused by alcohol fumes forced the crew to evacuate. Others propose the ship was cursed, or even that supernatural forces were at play. Despite the ship being in perfectly seaworthy condition, its crew of 10 was never seen or heard from again. The Mary Celeste remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, a ghost ship whose secrets may never be uncovered. Now, let's move on to the fourth spot, where an infamous figure from the shadows of Victorian London continues to perplex us. On the fourth spot, we have the infamous Jack the Ripper, one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries. In the autumn of 1888, the streets of London's Whitechapel district became the scene of a horrifying series of murders. At least 5 women were brutally killed, their bodies mutilated in ways that shocked the public and baffled the authorities. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the identity of Jack the Ripper remains unknown. Letters allegedly sent by the killer to the police, including one signed "From Hell," added to the hysteria, though their authenticity is still debated. What's certain is that the killer was methodical, choosing victims carefully and evading capture with ease. Over the years, suspects have ranged from local butchers to high-profile figures like members of the royal family. Some theories even suggest Jack the Ripper wasn't a single person but a group or copycat killers. The lack of definitive evidence, combined with the sensationalism of the Victorian press, has ensured that this mystery continues to captivate both researchers and storytellers. Jack the Ripper's crimes were more than just brutal. They highlighted the struggles of poverty and social inequality in Victorian London. Yet, over a century later, the shadowy figure behind these gruesome acts still eludes us. Now let's move to the third spot, where the legend of a sunken city blurs the line between myth and reality. On the third spot, we have the legend of Atlantis, a mythical sunken city that has fascinated explorers and storytellers for centuries. First mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced civilization that mysteriously disappeared beneath the sea. According to Plato, Atlantis existed about 9,000 years before his time and was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which many believe to be the Strait of Gibraltar. The city was said to be wealthy, technologically advanced, and militarily dominant. But, as the legend goes, Atlantis was destroyed in a single day and night by a catastrophic event, possibly an earthquake or tsunami, as punishment for its hubris. The story of Atlantis has sparked countless theories. Some believe it was based on a real place, possibly the Minoan civilization on Crete, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption. Others think it's entirely fictional, a parable created by Plato to illustrate the dangers of pride and moral decay. And, of course, there are the more fantastical theories that suggest Atlantis was home to extraterrestrial beings or highly advanced technology far beyond what we know today. Despite numerous expeditions and attempts to locate the fabled city, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. Atlantis remains one of history's greatest mysteries, blurring the line between myth and reality. Now, let's move to the second spot, where an ancient marvel continues to puzzle historians and engineers alike. On the second spot, we have the Great Pyramids of Giza, one of the most awe-inspiring and enduring mysteries of the ancient world. Built over 4,500 years ago during Egypt's Old Kingdom, these monumental structures continue to captivate archaeologists, engineers, and historians alike. The largest of the pyramids, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, was the tallest human-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Comprising approximately 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons, the construction of the pyramid raises countless questions. How did the ancient Egyptians move and position these massive stones with such precision, especially without modern machinery? The purpose of the pyramids is generally agreed upon. They were grand tombs for pharaohs, designed to ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. However, the techniques used to construct them remain a mystery. Some theories suggest ramps, while others propose more innovative methods, such as levers or water flotation systems. And then, there are fringe theories involving extraterrestrial assistance, though these lack scientific support. Adding to the intrigue are the internal chambers and passageways within the Great Pyramid, some of which remain unexplored. Advanced imaging technologies have recently detected hidden voids, sparking renewed interest and speculation about what secrets the pyramids might still hold. The Great Pyramids are more than architectural marvels. They are a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, yet they leave us wondering how such feats were possible in the ancient world. Now, let's move to the top spot, where the most enduring historical mystery awaits. On the first spot, we have Satoshi Nakamoto, the enigmatic creator of Bitcoin and one of the most puzzling figures in modern history. Despite creating a technology that has revolutionized the financial world, Nakamoto's true identity remains a complete mystery. In 2008, Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper, laying the groundwork for decentralized digital currency. Shortly after launching Bitcoin in 2009, they vanished from public view, leaving behind a technology that has since grown into a global phenomenon. What makes this mystery even more intriguing is the sheer scale of Nakamoto's fortune. It's estimated that Nakamoto mined approximately 1.1 million bitcoins during the early days of the cryptocurrency. At today's prices, this hoard is worth over $100 billion, placing Nakamoto among the wealthiest individuals in the world, if they're even still alive. Yet, none of these bitcoins have been moved, sparking endless speculation about why Nakamoto has remained silent and inactive. Is Nakamoto a single person or a group of individuals? Could they still be watching from the shadows, or has this wealth been permanently lost? Some theories even suggest government involvement or that Nakamoto might be an alias for a larger organization. Satoshi Nakamoto's creation of Bitcoin didn't just challenge traditional financial systems. It birthed an entirely new way of thinking about money, decentralization, and trust. But the unanswered questions surrounding their identity make this mystery one of the most captivating of our time. And that's why Satoshi Nakamoto takes the top spot on our list of historical mysteries. That's our list of the top 10 historical mysteries. Which one do you find the most fascinating? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical stories.